when here it says, read it again, please. I want somebody to hear me.
For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
Gain the whole world. That's everything in it. You know what God is saying to you? Your soul is worth everything on planet Earth. And you give it up for a tip. Oh, God, help me. Are y'all getting this? But see, Jesus was sold out. And he couldn't impress him with all the things of the world. He couldn't impress him because it wasn't important to him. The world ain't important. What's important is the souls that's in the world. Jesus said, I give my life for them. Ain't you glad that he didn't sell out? But while we're yet there, let's go to Mark chapter 8. I got to enlighten you. Y'all, I know I'm taking my time, but I'm going to be a little long-winded today. This is important. I want you to get this because your soul is at stake. There's somebody in here today ain't right. There's somebody ain't living nothing. And you know what? Tomorrow ain't guaranteed. You might not see tomorrow. And maybe, just maybe, this will get to you. Mark chapter 8, verse 31.
And he began to teach them that the Son of Man must suffer many things.
Now, he began to teach. He was teaching his disciples what he had to go through. And he was saying he began to teach them. Read.
And be rejected of the elders and of the chief priests and scribes, and be killed, and after 3 days rise again. He
was telling his disciples, this is what's going to happen to me. I'm telling you, I'm giving you a forewarning of what's going to happen. They're going to reject me. I'm going to stand before the Pharisees and scribes, and they're going to kill me. But don't worry, because after 3 days, I'm going to get up. But then listen, and Peter, somebody said Peter. Verse 32.
And he spake that saying openly. And Peter took him and began to rebuke him.
Peter! You know what he was saying? No, that ain't going to happen. You ain't got to do that. Because Peter was concerned about what he saw with his eyes. Just like us, we are concerned what we see with our eyes. But life is more than what we can see. And he was so tuned in to this world that Peter rebuked the master. You ain't got to die. You ain't going there. What did Jesus do?
And when he had turned about and looked on his disciples, he rebuked Peter.
Rebuked Peter.
Saying, get thee behind me, Satan.
For
thou savest not the things that be of God, but the things that be of men.
Your mind ain't on earthly things, on spiritual things. You are sold up on things of this earth. Get behind me, Satan. He didn't speak to Peter. He said, Satan. You mean the disciple was motivated by Satan? Yes. Yes. Just where he can get behind, he can get right into somebody sitting next to you in the church and motivate them to make you want to give up. Next verse. Listen to this important now.
And when he had called the people unto him with his disciples also, he said unto them, whosoever will come after me, let him deny himself.
Let him deny himself. That's the problem. Most of you don't deny yourself. That's why you ain't here on Wednesday night. That's why you ain't here Sunday morning at 10 o'clock. That's why you ain't here when prayer meeting. That's why you ain't here when we say let's fast. Because you don't want to deny yourself. That's why jobs and a work is more important than God to you. That's why you'll go to work, but you won't come to church. See how easy we sell out? That's why some of you pretty young ladies are burdened down now with babies, because some man didn't care enough for you, made babies and left you. And then he thought you was his baby and started beating on you. Lie. Next verse.
For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. But whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it.
Oh boy, this is in red. And Jesus, do y'all hear that? Do you understand what he's saying? Do you understand? Listen, 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 listen. God help me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. Amen. But whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel, the same shall save it. Amen. And you can't come to church but once a week? How is that measuring out that you giving your life to God for the gospel? So you can come in here and hear me once a week? Well, try eating once a week. See how long you last. Here we go again. Verse 36.
For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
What shall it profit a man? This is the second time, folks. Is he trying to tell you something? What do it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world, not just some of it? I mean, I done already shared what some of y'all gave your soul up for. But the whole world, that means Gates' money. You know what I'm saying? Buffett's money. Even them rich Saudi millionaires, all of their money, all the gold, all the silver, all the oil, everything that's on planet Earth, you will be richer than Oprah. You have it all. And if you had it all, what do it profit you to lose your soul? Don't you know there's billionaires in hell right now? They would give it up all they had just for one more day on planet Earth. Money ain't the answer, folks. What do it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? Your soul is priceless. And then he says, verse 37.
Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?
And what shall a man give in exchange for a soul? What is you giving up for your soul? The devil done con you. So what you giving up? You know what you giving up for your soul? Nothing. You gave your soul up and you got nothing for it. Oh, God. Last verse. Listen. 38.
Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he cometh in the glory of his Father with the holy angels.
You ashamed of him? Some of y'all don't even tell folks you say. You ashamed of him? See, when you really know who you is, you'll tell the world. And you won't bite your tongue. Some of y'all get quiet when people get around and start talking about God. Don't let nobody start cussing. You really get quiet. People telling them old nasty jokes, you get to laughing and getting, yeah, that's funny. What is your soul worth? Hold on now. We getting there. Here's I'm finna knock some of y'all excuses out. Philippians chapter 2.